So the game is in our blood, and it's been passed down from generation to generation, son to son. And my father played the game, my grandfather played the game, and I'm fortunate to have had them play the game. So I feel very lucky, and the reason it's in my blood is because it is really a part of who we are, whether we play professionally or we just play it in our backyard. It's still a part of us as Native people because it's one of our traditional games. And when you hear us say that, that's what we mean, that this game is in our blood.
Not very many people are able to understand when Native Americans are talking about that it's more than just a game, and it's something that I've really thought about during these tough times when the game isn't available. My family has always been always centered around the next game or who we're gonna watch next, and our vacations and things like that.
When you hear me say it's more than a game, it's a way of life, I mean a couple of different things by that. It's more than a game to me because it's more than just about winning and losing. So that's how I'm able to look at the game and see the value in it outside of the scoreboard and how it's bringing purpose to me and everyone involved. But also, it's a way of life because the teachings that the game brings. I don't just play the game to win. I don't just play on weekends. I live this game every day of my life, and that's what I mean when I say it's a way of life. I'm not just doing it a couple days out of the week. I'm trying to take the lessons of this game and the cultural teachings from it and instill it into my everyday life.
It's more than winning and losing. I've won a lot of games in my career. I've lost a lot of games in my career. And the bottom line is to go out there and have fun. Because, there are people that are out there that can't play the game. There are people out there that are watching you to see how you play the game. And to me, it's about going out there, giving 100% effort and attitude, and, be satisfied with the outcome. Because it's much more than just you. Like I said, it's about for the people who, maybe who can't play the game and enjoy watching the game.
A cliche to say, but it's a lifestyle and it's the way we live, and it's our lives are completely revolved around it, and it's something that we miss very much, and that we cannot wait to get back to that way of living and being able to watch those games, because to us those games are medicine, and just to be able to watch and play those games is good for our health and our mental health especially, and to be able to know that we're playing these games and we're watching these games for the enjoyment of the creator. And I think that's something that when people hear it's more than just a game, that kind of gets lost in transition that way, and I think not a lot of people take that deeper look into why we say it.
How I stay positive through tough times in games is really knowing that when we're down and if nothing's going our way, that the game's not over and we still have something to do about it. And I know all it takes is that little spark, that little play that one of our teammates can make to bring us, to spark a run and get us right back into the game. And I know I've seen a lot of crazy stuff happen in the game of lacrosse. I've been on the wrong end where I've been up and the teams come back to beat us, or I've been on the good end where we've been down and we fight back and we end up winning the game. So just staying positive and knowing that I feel like I have the capability to start a run or be able to go make a play. It doesn't have to be a goal or a ground ball or a good hard pick or a nice clear through a double team, whatever it may be. I feel like I can start that run, and not only that, but I want to do that. I want to get out there and spark a comeback.
The history of the game has always been important to me. It's always fascinated me, and I still to this day continue to learn the different forms of the game and the purpose of it. And I know that the game has been used to settle war disputes, which to me is really powerful, to be able to settle a conflict by playing a game, playing sport. And that's a powerful sort of tool. The other way the game has been played is through healing. If someone was sick, we'd play a medicine game for that individual and bring the whole community together to bring their minds, their energy together and try to heal. Another really powerful tool. So I think when you look at those two examples, you're able to really see the power in this game and really call it medicine, whether it be for yourself, for the people watching, and anybody who's involved.
Sharing the history of the game to me is important because I feel that this game can bring a lot. One that comes to mind right away off the top of my head is the animal story about how each animal brings a different perspective to the game. And that's showing kids, and we were told this as kids because it shows us as kids that, you know, nobody shy away from this game. No matter what you look like, no matter how fast, how strong, tall, small you are, you have a spot in this game. And I think that's important to tell these kids nowadays because, you know, people shy away. There's other sports you can play, but, you know, lacrosse is, you know, it brings a lot of people together, and that's what's important to me.
My plan to get more natives to go to college is, you know, share my experiences and share how beneficial it was for me to get an education and also get to play lacrosse at a very high level. Also, too, the experiences that I gained with it outside of lacrosse. You know, getting off the reservation, meeting new people, learning a lot of life lessons outside of the sport. You know, I think that goes a long way in life and in, you know, building yourself as a person. And I just want to share that and hopefully guide them in the right direction.
I just want to be a part of helping the next generation in a positive way, whether it be inspiring a kid to play at a high level, you know, inspiring a kid to get an education, to be a leader, whatever it may be. I want to be a part of helping move that next generation. So I feel like, you know, the people in front of me did a really good job and allowed me and a lot of my friends and a lot of the guys that are in the league playing professionally right now and had gone to college, it helped us get to where we are today. So I want to be a part of the helping the next generation.
One of the biggest lessons that I've learned through this game and that I want to pass down to my kids and the next generation is the responsibility of taking care of your stick. I think that's something that's been instilled in me since I was a little kid, and something my parents and my grandparents always told me, that if you take care of the stick will take care of you. And that's something that I still carry with me today, and I know that I take really great care of my stick when I'm traveling and doing whatever. Although we don't use a traditional wooden stick anymore, it still carries that same weight in my head, and I think it's something that is important because it's your first real sense of responsibility. Even though you're so young, I think that experience is invaluable for the rest of your life.
So the game of lacrosse has given me so much. It's taught me so much, and I've been able to boil it down to 3 key sort of life lessons that playing has given me. One being respect. To respect means to be mindful. 2 being to play with a clear mind. And to play with a clear mind means to be an optimist, to be able to take any situation and say, this is happening for me, not to me, and to take the good in that situation and see what you can take from it and how it can benefit you. And lesson number 3, and to me is the most important, is to have fun. Have fun playing the game, and this is where passion comes in. Passion can take you so far, and it has for me. That's why I sort of take it as my main lesson. But if you're passionate about something, you're going to have fun, you're going to enjoy what you're doing, and if you do that, you know, your good will only continue to get better. So I try to operate from that one as much as I can. And these 3 lessons, obviously I learned from the game of lacrosse, but been able to transition them into my everyday living.